Building farms has to be one of the easiest and most popular ways to get rich in the Donut SMP, and I've even made tutorials for some farms. But in this video, I'll be ranking every single mainstream farm, going from simple manual farms all the way to farms so good that people make hundreds of millions from them daily. But wait, before we continue on with this video, I just want to say, only a small percentage of you guys are actually subscribed, and we're literally halfway done of our goal of 10,000 subscribers. If you were to subscribe, it would mean the world to me. But with that being said, let's get on with the video. Alright, let's start with pumpkins. And to be honest, pumpkin farms aren't the best. They're awfully tedious to build, and were only effective during that one Halloween event that boosted the pumpkin value by 3 times. But besides that, they're not really effective. Unless you pair them with these guys. You see, farmer villagers have a 50% chance of getting the pumpkin trade by the apprentice level. And when you pair that with a zombifier, you can get the 1 emerald 1 pumpkin trade. Then, you can sell the emeralds, you can use it to get books and sell kits, and you can do whatever you want with it. So with the zombifier and the villagers, I'd be giving it like an A tier. But without it, it's like a C tier. Next up, we got sweetberry farms. And holy shit, sweetberry farms are pretty good. They're on /sell for only 8, but people are buying them on orders for over 20 plus per berry, which is pretty insane considering that you can produce them super duper fast. Another advantage of the berry farm is that they're relatively easier and cheaper to build in compared to pumpkin or pickle farms. But for the downsides, sweetberry farms aren't fully automatic. For the berry farm designs that can be AFK choosing foxes, they're extremely annoying to make. You have to breed like a million foxes, and yet they're not even that effective. But if you get a good berry farm setup and maybe pair it up with some sort of shulker loader, it shouldn't be that hard to build. Amazing for the newer players, maybe less effective for the experienced ones. B tier. For our next farm, we'll be ranking the infamous Sea Pickle farm. This farm has reigned supreme on the Donut SMP for so long up until the /sell there. For the newer players that didn't know, pickle farms used to be absolutely goated. I've always loved how versatile pickle farms are, as there are so many great designs from so many creative farm builders. Just to name a few, 3706v3, Frozen Flow, Ducky v4, and even a player that goes by the name Ravix created an extremely complicated 72 module pickle farm that features bone unloaders, pickle shulker loaders, and extremely complicated redstone circuits. And yet he managed to build all of that in a goddamn McDonald's themed base. That's how versatile pickle farms are. Most pickle farm designs are purposely over-engineered like this to maximize production. Many are questioning whether it's worth it to spend weeks grinding materials and building a supermassive over-engineered farm when there are so many other farms that are better, cheaper, and more effective than pickle. And yet, this is still not accounting for the millions of bones and the hundreds of skellies required to actually run one of these pickle farms. If this was pre-nerf pickles, I would easily be giving this an S tier. However, it isn't. So I have to be giving it a B-. The next farm we have on our list to rank is the Auto Brewer, aka the Potion Farm. I talked about these on my last money making video, and I'll be the first one to say this, but Auto Brewers are severely underrated. Back when I rated bases live, I've literally never seen anyone with a base featuring an Auto Brewer. Although it does require some other farms to run it, like maybe a couple of blaze spawners, netherwort farms, and turtle farms for turtle master potions, none of these farms are really that hard to build. I'd recommend brewing turtle master potions as they're constantly in high demand for escaping TPA traps, and maybe invis for base raiders. Overall, super underrated farm and amazing practicality. I'll give it a B tier. Next up, we have one on the list that isn't really a farm but rather a tool. It's a spawner shulker loader setup. And this is literally one of the greatest things that you can build if you have a lot of skellies. The versatility is absolutely incredible. There are so many good shulker loader designs, and it saves so much time while sending out bone orders. For example, without a shulker loader, you can only hold about 2,403 bones in your inventory, but with bone shulkers, you can hold 62,208 bones. That's 27 times more efficient. The only downside I can think of being that it's more on the complicated side of redstone and farms. But if you have half a brain, you could easily do it with some schematics or a YouTube tutorial. This is peak efficiency, straight to S tier. But wait, before we continue with the video, I have an announcement to make. My donut shop Omni Market is officially open. That's right, we sell in-game Donut SMP items for real money at a super affordable price. Bases, money, elytras, spawners, we have it all. Why us? Because we're trusted. I've been running this shop for quite some time now, and we've done almost 350 successful deals, we have 100 plus recorded vouchers, and even if you don't have IRL money, you can still make in-game money with our invite rewards program, where you can invite other Donut SMP players into our server and get rewarded. And not only do we sell and reward, we also buy Donut SMP items for real world money. So yes, you can make real money from our server. We're reliable, trusted, and always on point. Join OmniMarket now with the link in the description, straight to S tier. Anyways, let's move on to our next farm. The next farm we'll be grading is really unique. It's the raid farm. The raid farm is very hard to build, it's complicated and expensive. You need specific biomes and even villagers, which are super annoying to get. Except if you do pull it off, you get loads of emeralds, totems, and basically a whole money printer. The issue with raid farms is that it's out in the open, so if anyone coincidentally comes across your farm, it's GG's for your farm. So is it worth it to build one? Absolutely not. Before ominous bottles were added, maybe it would be worth it, but now that Donut SMP has been updated, it's just an overly complicated farm with no real protection whatsoever. C tier. Our next farm is the bamboo farm. Bamboo is actually one of the fastest growing crops, and when paired with bone meal, it becomes absolutely insane. It's on /sell for only 3 coins, but because they grow so fast, the production speed is just through the roof. The only issue is that if you're running a bamboo farm with skeleton spawners, you'll probably need to AFK a lot, or have a specific AFK cycle. It isn't too bad in terms of difficulty to build, but the more effective outer bamboo farms do require a lot of space, redstone components, and more. Besides that, I'd say bamboo is not a bad pick. B tier. Well, with that being said, that concludes our Donut SMP farm tier list. Well, comment down below on what rankings you agreed or disagreed with, and give me some video ideas or other farms that I should tier list next. Don't forget to subscribe and join OmniMarket with the link in description. This is Omnix MC signing out. Thanks for watching to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!